This is a demonstration of the 2021 COVID Rent Relief online application system. This is a shorter demo just showing the applicant's experience and does not include anything about the back end of the system. This demo is presented by Christopher Eaton. He's a software designer with Append Media, with some comments by Elaine Lahey, Innovation and Technology Director at CSC.
I'm going to demonstrate the application that is provided on their website to applicants for the program. This is the Community Services Consortium website and Prescreener, which allows applicants to determine whether they can actually apply to the program. As you can see, it asks them a number of questions and provides them information about the criteria to actually be eligible for the program. So, are you a renter? They can answer yes or no. And depending on their answer, the information provided gives them options to either continue or reach out to a certain contact. As they continue through the process and as they answer questions, different results may pop up depending on the answer that they provide.
If the pre-screener indicates that they may be eligible for rent relief assistance, clicking the Next Steps button loads the actual rent relief application where they fill out all of the required information.
As you can see, there are a number of questions involved, including the questions about all the adults in households and the children in the household. As they move through the form will automatically validate fields to ensure that the values are entered by the applicant. This also applies to more advanced areas where there are multiple choice questions, such as choosing yes for a social security number and then requiring that they actually enter that social security number. The income question adapts the form to their answer. So if an applicant has zero income, no additional questions about the income is asked. However, if they do indicate they have income, they're presented with a menu of options to enter their income from various different sources. As they enter information into the form, you'll see that it automatically gives them a total at the bottom. When they reach the step for household members that are adults, they can click a button to add additional adult records to the application form. If they ever make a mistake, they can click Remove Adult and remove that adult that they've added. They can add as many adults to the application that they need. The same goes for children. So for each child in the household, they simply click a button, enter the fields, some of which may be required. So you can see the options will turn red if it's required. And once again, if they make a mistake or need to remove a record, they can just click the yellow button to remove the record. As they complete the form, they'll eventually reach the bottom where they are required to enter their initials to confirm various legal clauses, provide information about their landlord, and then ultimately digitally sign the application. If they're ready to submit the application, they simply click the Submit button. If there are any fields that are required for entry, clicking the Submit button will take them to the first required field on the form. Once it is completed, you'll see there are no more red fields on the form.
When the application is submitted, a confirmation screen appears with important information about what the applicant must do next, and it includes a case number that can be used to check the status of the application online. If the applicant indicated that they have documentation of income, they'll need to upload that documentation. This will look a little differently on our final revision to make it even more seamless. But basically, the applicant just drops the documentation into a secure Dropbox where those uploads are automatically attached to the application by case number.
They also need to inform their landlord that the landlord must complete the application. So they're provided with a link to give to their landlord, or if they'd prefer, they can download and print a PDF file to provide to their landlord to mail. At any time, 24/7, the applicant can check the status of their submission online just using this helpful link.
This is the COVID Rent Relief Application Status Check page on the CSC website where an applicant can go online 24/7 to check the status of their application. This is where they will need that 9-character case number that was provided on the Application Submission Accepted screen. The applicant enters their 9-character case number into this form to check the status of their rent relief application.
In this case, it indicates that the application is newly submitted and that the application is still in progress. Should the applicant need to re-provide the link to their landlord for completion of a landlord confirmation, the link is provided to them right away. After the client provides a landlord with their confirmation link, the landlord can navigate their browser to that link and they'll be presented with the confirmation form with the case number clearly spelled out at the top. The landlord will be required to enter information about their company to verify for staff the information that the applicant submitted. Immediately, you will see that it provides pre-filled the information about the rental.
As the landlord fills out this form, the numbers entered are totaled at the bottom and include past rent due and, if utilities are included in the rent, any applicable utility arrearage.
The landlord, similar to the applicant, is required to make a digital signature and then continue with the submission. We provide notice that they must have a W-9 on file. When the landlord completes the form, they are provided with a thank you screen and once again are prompted to fill out the W-9. Clicking the Fill Out W-9 button will redirect them to the W-9 form that can be filled out on the CSC website. The applications are submitted to the CSC Data Mart, where the information can be consolidated and reported upon so that strategy and trends can be determined.
The Rent Relief Application System was developed for Community Services Consortium by Append Media. Feel free to contact us for more information.